Hello friends, Matt here. And if you follow me on socials, you may or may not know that over the past roughly year and a half, I have been on a quest to get to 300 courses played. And yesterday at Pickard Park, I don't know if it's Pickard or Picard, like the Star Trek captain, not sure. But either way, from the Disc Golf Pro Tour, um, I finally hit it. I got to 300. And it just had me kind of reflecting on all the courses that I've played to get from 200 to 300. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to do a recap on essentially how I got here. So I've been playing disc golf for about 13 years at this point, pretty long time. I jumped out to trying a bunch of courses really early. In my first couple years playing, I had around 75, 80 courses played. And then for a long time, I had a job where I wasn't traveling very much. Life was busy. I didn't get to try that many new a year. So it took me several years until 2020. I've been playing like 9 years at that point to get my first 100. And then from 100 to 200 was much quicker. And the trek from 200 to 300 is actually the quickest I've ever done, about 18 months. So it started February 19th of 2024. I hit 200 at Estero Disc Golf Park in Southwest Florida. And the states I've gotten to play, I'm not going to read you all 100 courses, but I'll tell you all the states I played in order. Florida, Mississippi, Virginia, South Carolina, Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, North Carolina, Ohio, Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, Texas, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Kentucky, Nevada, Michigan, Illinois, and Iowa. The ones who have the most courses were Florida with 19, South Carolina with 11, Georgia had 9, that's my home state. Most of those were tournament courses, so that's pretty cool. Texas with 8, Alabama with 6, and tied with Alabama with 6 was Arkansas. Arkansas was kind of easy in a way because I've gone there a couple times and I'd never played a course there before I got to this part of my journey. So I've added several new states. On that list, the ones I played for the first time during the 100 were Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Ohio, Texas, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Illinois, and Iowa. So that was cool to play courses in a lot of those places for the first time. And I thought it'd be kind of cool before I get into like a photo and video montage of some of the places I went to review what my top 10 of that last 100 were. So if you guys live in any of these places, you got some awesome courses to play. And I really enjoyed all of these. And honestly, until you get to the last 4 or 5, they're all like kind of close. So depending on how I'm feeling on the day, I could have shuffled these all around, but these are all great courses. Number 10, Lakeview Disc Golf Course at Moraine Park in Pennsylvania. Amazing rolling hills, wooded course, but with some open bomber shots mixed in. It's got one multi-part downhill shot where you can see the lake most of the way. It's really, really cool, really well put together, and I can't recommend it enough if you're in the area. My 200th course, Estero, down in Southwest Florida near Fort Myers. Longish course, fairly flat as Florida typically is, but it's got some great water carries, kind of subtropical looking, really beautiful. And it has some unique features too, where you've got some tricky OB, you got some island greens, and it's got a short layout where it's very approachable for beginners, but the long tees are a beast and a lot of fun to play. Number 8, where I earned this jersey right here, USDGC doubles last year, Westminster. I'd already played the course at Winthrop, so that one doesn't count. If you're wondering why I left it out, it wasn't in this 100, it was in the previous 100. Westminster I had not played because when I tried to play it the other time, it's where they were having collegiate nationals. Sorry, it's in my eye. And so I couldn't play it then. But nice long course, mainly like long multi-part shots, some great elevation, a little bit of water mixed in, but not a whole lot. You're not really worried about losing a disc too often. When we played it, it just fled. So there's actually a couple fish washed up in some of the lower fairways, kind of funny. And a few nice tight wooded holes. It does have one wooded hole that I think is kind of out of character. If you played it, you know the one I'm talking about. I can't remember the number, but it's this like janky little double S line with an elevated basket inside a tree, which that is very cool, but I think the line's kind of stupid. You gotta just kind of hype and pray with that one. But the rest of the course I really like. It's got a couple cool top of the world type shots and some where you really fight up the hill that I think that's an underrated shot type. Number 7, Grand Central Station in South Carolina. That is a fantastic course, and if you play both the long and the short tees, it's almost 2 different courses. They play so differently from one another. From the longs, it can be difficult, a little punishing, and you always have to hit lines. There's some open holes, a lot of elevation on a few. You got some water to deal with in the form of some pretty big creeks. If you're a beginner and you play the short tees, it'd be hard, but very achievable for most people. Really well kept up, very interesting lines. And the only things I didn't really like about it were on a couple of the holes you come into contact with a road that's kind of busy, a lot of people walking on it, and you've got to either wait for them to get out of the way or cars to come by. Next on the list is the Corbettas course at Enterprise South in the Chattanooga area. Now that course, I don't know how well it has been maintained since then, but I played it blind in a tournament last year that Prodigy held. Amazing property. If you don't know what a Corbetta is, because I didn't, it's an explosive storage vault. So it's got these vault doors, like earthen mounds of like concrete domes with earth over the top of them, big old vault doors. Some of them were open when we were playing. You could talk into them and get some crazy echoes. It was really cool. But the course itself also has a ton of really nice elevation, tight wooded holes, but fairly so. When I played it, it was still a little on the raw side since a lot of the trees had just been cut down to create it, but absolutely beautiful, great lines. Pro Tour worthy if they polish it up a little bit more, honestly. It's as good or better as some of the Silver Series and older Pro Tour courses I played. Really nice. If you get a chance to play it, definitely do. I hope it's being maintained. I don't hear about it being played a whole lot, so I really do hope they're keeping that up. Number 5 is a kind of storied course in Austin, Texas. That's Roy G. Guerrero. Now that one's kind of cool because it's had some big tournaments, continues to have big tournaments. It's a longer course, but again, it's got a second set of tees where they're also fairly approachable. So you've got your bomber tees that are, high blue, low gold level golf, and you also have the whites, which good women players, intermediate players, you're going to have a really good time hitting interesting lines with some water in play, these ravines on one side of the course, and they do a good job mixing in elevated baskets that aren't gimmicky. Really everything very well done. And when I was there, they had gotten all of the encampments off the property, so I didn't have to worry about that. It was very cool. Number 4, home of the champ himself, Cliff Stevens. And maybe I'm seeing this one with rose-colored glass a little bit because I had a great experience there. I was playing, you might have even seen the video. I made a video where I played with like a classic end of a bag like King Climo would have played with rocks and T-birds and AVRs. Actually, I don't think I had an AVR. I had to use a different putter, but all the rest of them were, wraiths, rocks, T-birds, everything he would have thrown back in the day. And while I was playing, Calvin Heinberg and Bradley Williams were out there, which was very cool. Really fun to see them out playing. And one of the locals actually showed me the little back loop of wooded holes that they have back to the side, which I'd never heard of before. I think a lot of people have not, but it was very cool to see. If you don't know about Cliff Stevens, it is where King Climo plays the most. He lives close by. I've heard he rides up on an e-bike and treads the course occasionally. Calvin Heinberg, Johnny McRae can occasionally be seen there, among other great pros. Charlie Goodpasture as well. And it's got a lot of water in spots, some really interesting pin placements that can make or break your drive. And it's just got a really good vibe. Of the local courses there, I would say it's one of the better ones, unless you're gonna drive over to like Picnic Island or Coachman's or something like, not Coachman's. Coachman's is not that good. Showman's. Showman's is the one that can be a lot of fun over on the other side of town. Idlewild. That is my number 3, and I'm kind of surprised it wasn't higher, but I couldn't justify it putting it before the other 2, and I got a feeling my number 1 is going to be a hot take because of this. I really liked Idlewild. It's a lot of fun. You've got all the main elements you want in a Pro Tour level course. Immaculately maintained, beautiful, beautiful scenery, big rolling hills, shot variety, wooded holes, elevation, both directions elevation, tons of water, several ponds you gotta throw over, some of which I wish were marked a little better on the map, or maybe I should have just watched the video of the course beforehand, because I did throw into one where I was like, yeah, I killed that shot, that was awesome. And I get down there and I really overshot the landing zone, and it was lost forever in some muck. But I don't know if that water's always there. It was wet when I played, and my shoes kept getting clumped up with clay and rocks, and that made my play a little bit harder, but I still really enjoyed it. It just didn't shine like the other two courses on this list did. But if I go back to that area, I'll have to try it again and see if it changed my mind, because I do think it's fantastic, and the amount of work put in there is very evident. Number 2 is Pickard Park. I'm not sure how you say it. Here in Iowa, I played it yesterday. I would say it has a lot of the things I really liked about Idlewild, but some of the shot shapes were more fun for me. I love a hole where it's a long par 4, like a 550 to 700 foot par 4, where you have to make 2 shots work. Like maybe it's a big backhand hyzer off the tee, and then you have to punch through a forehand or turn over backhand to get to the green. That are like, 350 each or more. I love a shot like that. I think they're really interesting, and it separates players who are solid low advanced level players from people who have a little bit more advanced skill set in a way that a lot of other hole types don't do. I think they have a ton of those. It's really interesting and makes that gold layout really, really great. Now, I know it's not in the gold layout all the time. It is right now. Those yellow baskets are out. If you're playing the reds, much more approachable. I don't think I saw a tee sign much over 400 feet on all of them. A lot of 200 and 300 foot holes. Still really nice, beautiful property. You got a lot of water in play. You could lose a disc on that pond shot that all the pros shoot. I almost did too. Maybe I'll put it in this video. I threw a really wide flex forehand. There was a headwind, and it came out, skips on the water for about 20 feet and just barely makes it onto the grass. I'm not even sure during a tournament it would be in bounds, but it was on land. It looks like maybe they leave the fringe of the lake as out of bounds. I don't know, but it looks like that might be the case. But I got it. It was really fun, really cool course. And that leads me to my number 1. And this may be controversial, but Langley Pond in South Carolina, just over the Georgia border. This course is not one that you hear people talk about all the time. They've got some big tournaments there, but it's not a Pro Tour stop. Maybe it should be. It's really, really good. You got this they say pond, but it's a pretty darn big reservoir that you play along the edge of. Rolling hills, elevation, a lot of wooded holes, a few more open ones with risk, some island greens with water, front, back, and then maybe pinched a little bit as well. Peninsula greens. Like, it's really difficult, really fun, and it tests every part of your game in a really beautiful setting. I played that one in spring of 2024. It was in amazing shape, and I just can't say enough good things about that course. It's really, really well done. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna close up with a little photo and video montage of some of the courses I played. Hope you enjoy seeing them as much as I enjoyed playing them. Probably not, but maybe. Thanks for watching.